Good morning. Happy Sunday. This is P over here.
M over there.
Patricia.
Mariah.
And
together we are PM Artist Studio.
Well, good morning to everyone. I think we're all starting to feel so much better around here. Still a little coffee here and there, but you know.
Yeah, a little bit coffee.
Been able to sleep pretty decently, and that it's the world of difference right there.
Yes, it does. Rest.
All right, well, let's say good morning, everybody. Be sure to say hello in the chat so we can say hello back. I don't know that you're here if you don't say hello. While you're saying hello, please do give those thumbsy upsies if you're a regular and you know that you're going to enjoy this and you just like to hang out with us and you're kind to us and all that business. If you're new to the stream, welcome. We would love to say hello to you in the chat as well. And if you're new to the channel, please do give those, subscribe, thumbsy upsies, all that business. Hang out, figure out if you like it, There's all kinds of things happening.
Whew, I feel like I've been running fast.
Yeah, we've been a little behind this morning, but we've got Anne, we've got Miriam, Belinda, Carrie, Colleen, Darcy, Devin, Diane, Evie, Fran, Griffinshell, that's Rhonda, Jolyn, Joni, Kathy, Lisa, Marsha Markle, Nightbot. She's the one that's going to be dropping some info via our moderators with those hashtags. Pinka, Ricky Nordmeyer. Hey, Ricky, thank you for your order. You're so sweet. She's so sweet, and she's already ordered what we're going to be showing today.
Really?
Mm-hmm. She was an early bird that got the worm. Hello, Paul. Welcome. Let's see here. We've got Sherry and Silver Granny. That's Lynn. Susan. Texture Junkies. That's Sharon. Trish Coogan. And I know that Lisa was here. Maybe she said hello and had to go do... I know she's just got a lot of stuff going on. But if you're still here, hello, Lisa. I know that you're here. And Diane Bell. Hello. And Evie. I was wondering if you were coming in, if Trish was here. All right. I know. Oh, Camilla. Hello. All right. I think I grabbed most everybody in there. Lori, did I say hello? Lori Paul. I think I did. Acme. Hello. Okay. Barbara. I think I got everybody in from the participants that were showing up there. All right. What are we doing today? Should I go topside already? Go ahead.
Well, we need to talk about my
Oh, your ensemble.
My ensemble.
Mm-hmm. Well, get the bag out of the way. That would be very helpful.
No. Oh,
well,
you mean it's in the way of the...
Blocking some of your birds.
Blocking my birds? Well, so... I'm putting on I collect bird pins. Well, actually, I collect all kinds of pins. I used to wear them all the time.
Hello,
but
Camilla. I
I was missing some of my favorite birds, and I asked Mariah. I said,
"That's my scarf, by the way."
Yeah, I was going with one of my tie-dyed ones, but I thought it was too busy, and I thought the birds needed a more plainer background.
Well, and you got a bird on the shirt.
Yeah. So, here's the deal.
Here, I'll go topside now.
Yes, go topside now.
She was like, I can't find some of my birds, my bird pins.
Okay, well, remember when we created Frida here? And some of this stuff really needs a little bit of... But I've got Ducky. I've got the blue lovebirds. The rhinestone enamel parrot. And look at this one. It's so old. Most of the rhinestones are missing, but isn't it lovely?
And see, this was the little display that
goes with Frida downstairs. We have a Frida shrine.
But that was sent to us from Martha.
Yes. We just added to it.
Mm-hmm. I didn't.
Mariah didn't. She didn't applaud this decision necessarily. I sort of took it up on myself because Frida was kind of like a more is better kind of girl. Mm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Anyway, that was that. So, it's all about the birds today. Pardon?
Paula said, I thought P said she needed to show us her bird pants. I don't think she has any bird pants. Oh, you do have those ones with ducks on them, don't you?
Oh, I do. Yes, I do have
duck pants. I don't think so. They go with the rest of this.
Yeah.
And they're kind of old, so they may...
My Egyptian bird here just keeps losing his grip. I might take him off because you know when that little thing, it can be,
You should put that one on Frida.
I should put that one on Frida and take another one off.
Yeah.
He's awfully cute. And
a bird exchange.
He is sterling silver when I
Hey, Susie.
shine him up. He's kind of gray and ugly right now. But I'll tell you what, some of these, I have to talk about this one. Where is it on me? It's the green parrot. I don't know. Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay. My high school boyfriend bought this from a blind man. I'm not sure, you know. But anyway, it was, and I've had it all these years, and its eyeballs keep falling out, and I have to keep finding another little rhinestone to stick back in his eyeball. I think he still got it. Is it pink?
I think so.
Yeah. Well, it originally was
red.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it was red. But this one, we used to do Secret Santa at school, and one of my Secret Santas got me this pin. Isn't it wonderful? I love it. Can you see the little notes coming out of his little beak? Mm-hmm. And then the little
We actually have that one, the one that's singing, in a set of our printables. Remember that?
Oh, that's right.
Either the Batik Sepia or the Polynesian one. Can't remember exactly which one, but
I can't remember. Pardon me.
Some of the pens are in, and then in the Cloudy Seaside, we have some other ones.
Yes.
The fish one.
Okay, the thing about those pens, what you do with them, can I just get off topic for a little bit? Is, and this is what I do, is that you print them out on like glossy, heavy paper or something, but then to give them dimension.
Oh yes, photo paper. We printed them on
photo paper so that they looked almost like the real thing. Mm-hmm. Then we took that dimensional Mod Podge and put it on in the pattern of whatever was on there.
I think you did that on.
I know I sent some. I sent some of those to Jeanette.
No, but I think you have one. Yeah. Look at me remembering things.
Look at you.
I think it's
I
in there.
forgot all about that. Yeah, it's in there. And I really hate undoing this little
doodad
thing because it just makes me angry.
No.
I can never get it back.
Rhonda would like you to hold the bird up into the technology. Into the technology?
Uh-huh. Which one?
Well, she wants, I guess, probably the one that you took off of there.
Oh, he's a little sterling silver. I'm not sure what kind of bird he is.
I moved the camera again on you.
There. Is that good?
Aw. I can't really zoom into P. I mean,
I don't think it's like really super fantastic, but I think it's handmade because of the back of it. It's kind of, it's not the very best.
I'll tell you what,
workmanship.
After the stream, once she takes off all of her fancy clothes, I'll have her put all the birds in the bird pens in the box, and I'll photograph them.
Oh well, it was the This is a cross that my sister gave me a long time ago.
But that's a photograph of it.
And these are some of my little
hold that up into the
handmade leaves. But look at it, almost looks like the real deal. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't. I think I didn't do any birds. This is the. Oh,
well, I didn't need you to unshroud your.
This is my
mark making.
Right? Mm-hmm. Everybody remember that one? We have a video. And actually it's it's rather recent, and it's of pretty good quality. But see what I mean about pulling this through here? I frazzle it out, and I spent a lot of time on this.
Yeah, she sewed that little thing up.
Sewed it up. Mm-hmm. With its little, and I made the fluffy things on the end. Just,
Good morning, Ginger.
For chuckles and grins. This is an old piece of fabric that I cut up. Mariah made the cover for me.
Hello, Arlene.
Okay.
All right, moving along.
All right, moving right along. This was in with some stuff that I found.
What is that?
A woman can say more in a sigh than a man can say in a sermon. Arnold Hall Taint. Now, that man, you know, has been around. Anyway. I thought that was an interesting
Little
tidbit. All right, well, let's get right down to it here. The bag that Mariah told me to move, full of wonderful goodies. And I've got to show you this little hoop-de-doo thing here. Isn't that... I'm going to give it to Mariah right now. I know, because it's going to... I know. It goes with our... Oh, no. It fell off of its thing.
You just plopped its little hanger thing off.
Well, it's not... It wasn't hangered. It wasn't...
Oh, okay.
It wasn't hangered. There. It's back together.
Good job.
But it's going to go on our Dragonfly journal.
Oh, the one over here?
Or it would go really...
I think we could...
Good with boho. Anyway, yes, we will put that on there. And look at this cool card with the little stick. Oh, man, Izzy, look this. And she says, can I pick? And I said, you cannot pick them off. You got some stickers.
Picking and just
and I mean
things. I mean, in seconds. Things that I have had for years.
All right.
In the hands of that kid.
Can you see it?
Ooh.
Yeah. Thank you, Joni. I love the card. I love the idea of the stickers, and also I love this little guy right here. It says, for your hidden stash. Well, I'm showing you the wrapper because
and we love the chocolate.
The chocolates were awesome. Yeah, this is my
Wow.
It was 2 days ago, Mariah. Don't be so judgy.
That was party of one.
It had my name on it. And more trinkets. Yay, thank you. I really appreciate y'all sending those. Because if I get more of those, then I'll be able to. But those were some awesome chocolates, Joni, by the way. I don't know if you tried them. Oh, and then she got me some pouncers with sticks. Of course, Izzy spied these right away. I told her I would share with her.
Pouncers with sticks.
Pouncers with sticks.
I like that.
Hey, they're actually called pouncers. There's written on here.
Oh, really? Oh, they are.
It's
Spouncers.
Spouncer. I just love it.
Chinese.
Look, I got Izzy this game.
God,
Remember what was the word? Dispels. Fun dispels
joy.
Somehow or other, I don't know what happened there. But definitely this stuff.
I was reading on YouTube like a short thing. And I think what the guy was trying, or what they were trying to say in the title was that they had fed the cat, right? Or that they were going to be feeding these stray cats. But the translation or how they wrote it was basically like they were going to eat the cats. I'm like, that's not going to go well. And then remember the Japanese restaurant it was decent sushi. Decent. They did change that. I think enough people were like, decent is not really exactly like a...
No. All right, these lovely things here are from Gretchen, but can you see the sparklies on that?
And I'll tell you, we're having like December has started off.
And I love the graph paper. I will have to hide this because Izzy likes it too. For whatever reason, her mother liked graph paper. She's hard on it.
I remember that.
I love this little guy. And I can't. I've got a big jump ring that I can put through his eye and put him on my charms. But thank you. I'm not sure what his content. I don't know what he's made from. But look at this.
Ooh,
nodes. And some cool background. I love that orange. That's a really nice color of orange. Not sure I have that. And I don't know how.
Patty Tolly, how are you?
Oh, howdy.
How's Mom?
I love this old postcard.
Where was that?
Duluth.
Duluth,
Minnesota.
Oh, don't you know?
Yeah. But here, this is what prompted me this morning. Because this was on the landing, or at the bottom of the stairs. And I thought, I should wear all my pins that I have today.
What I
And
would,
if this hadn't come, I wouldn't even remembered that. I didn't read it.
it has a good
Oh,
folder of stuff.
migration. Yes. And Gretchen signed it, and it's got a really cool
Yeah,
texture
she
to it.
did some good work there. Hi, Kathy.
And it's informative, and it's really, it's
Oh,
lovely.
I said, okay, I thought we had a new Kathy.
Yeah.
I said hello to you, Kathy.
And then some library cards, which obviously you know I read. It's from the John F. Kennedy Junior Library, Van Born Road, Dearborn Heights, Michigan.
Oh, that's
How
cool.
cool is that? Well, anyway, all of this is wonderful, and it shall be added to my journal. Now, let me just tell you, Izzy went absolutely crazy about the rubber band that was on her.
Well, and everything that
folder.
was in her folder, she was goo goo gaga over.
Oh, yes. Well, absolutely. So, the folder was a big hit, and the rubber band was really, I hope she doesn't injure herself snapping it.
Well,
'Cause
or that's a lesson.
right away, I mean, she said, look, where do you find these things? These rubber bands with 4 sides. It was absolutely incredible.
Some
All right, I'm
serious office, kind of cool office thing.
Cool office things. Now, I had one. Where did my, oh, here it is. Well, I know that we've already thanked you, Dana, but let me tell you what. And I was going to wear my necklace today, but it's not, it's kind of short. And it chokes me a little bit, but I wear it because she made it. And I could
told
wear
her
it.
that too. I was actually going to hook 2 of the strings together.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, she is loving the bead thing.
Yes.
A lot.
In fact, we're,
Santa might be bringing her.
Santa might, we've sent in the request anyway. But
We got him
very,
noted.
very, yeah, lots of, you don't know, 2 or, she spent at least 2 hours the first
Oh, yeah.
day.
And in our book, that's a wing dinger, because, and also that she can pretty much do it on her own.
Yes. I had to show her about the, how to lay out your beads so that you get the right one.
And she does like to come over and make sure that, you know, she wants you kind of involved, but, like, it's good because, for the most part, she does it on her own.
Yeah. It's absolutely fabulous.
So, those of you that are looking for gifts for your granddaughters, 5 plus, I would even say probably up to 8 or 9. I would think that that's pretty
Oh,
nifty.
yes. Well, that's what's
And if they aren't too teenagery and kind of, you know,
yeah.
too cool for the world, I would even say that. I thought they were really quite
They,
fantastic.
they are. They're really, really nice. Nice little beads.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just get on with it here. Today is the day of the birds. Remember that movie by Alfred Hitchcock?
I mean, I know of it. I don't think that I ever watched. I really wasn't ever into those black and white.
Oh yeah, it was. I watched it. Well, back in the day, everyone did. All right, we've got to pull some stuff off before we get on with this,
Okay.
or we're not going to have any.
And I hope this positioning of the camera is good. And then just remember to hold things up into the technology. I did keep
Right
it down
now.
low, or, you know, more in.
Right. Oh, and I did do another couple of.
Patty said she loved office supplies as a kid. I think we all do. Like, I love markers. And I love all the organization things. And notepads and, you know, push pens and,
Fiddly
you know,
shit.
just sugar biscuits.
Yeah. All right. Here we go.
Hey,
Here
Carla.
we go. What am I going to start with? I don't know. Hey, I did play around with some. I'm still using trees. Oh, here we got to pull. This is pretty funny.
I can remember in elementary school, we watched Project X, which was the most horrific. I just still to this day that movie just, well, pretty much anything makes me cry anyway. But even as a kid, I was like, oh, why are we watching this? This is horrible. Not cool. Ooh, that turned out really well. You ombre that like a champ.
I know. And this is with the U.S. Art Supply.
Remember, she had that laid out like at
I had
the end of
the purple
string.
stuff
Mm-hmm.
ready to go. What?
Sharon says, you are an organizing person, so I get that, Mariah. Yes,
She organizes me. Well, she
That's right.
tries. Poor Mariah. None of us here. Van's the closest to being. I mean, you know, he's kind of.
yes and no. He's dude clean, which is, you know, great. But, like, or guy clean.
Yeah.
And he does pick up. He's not messy.
And he does dishes.
Oh, now, I will say, you two are both messy in the kitchen. I think that has more to just do with eyesight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And your stupid counter that you can't see anything
That's right.
on. All right, now here's one of my first, and I'm just pulling these off over here randomly, so some of it's going to be more relative to what we're doing today than
Others. We're just cleaning plates, basically, right now.
Yeah, well, this was some mucky muck that was left on the plate from one of the pulls the other day. This is a flycatcher.
Hello, Gino. Welcome.
I think that's kind of cute. We do have flycatchers in Texas.
Oh, well, that was a little preview there.
Remember, this was a flop off?
That one pulls off nicely.
It's a nice clean plate.
Someone asked that again over on Instagram. They're just like, I was so amazed by how clean the plate is. I'm like, well, you know, if you condition it and you let the print dry, these things happen.
This is just, I guess we're just kind of finishing up with, but I don't know that I'm finished. I like these little, especially like this one.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Izzy.
Uh-huh.
You know, before she chopped all her hair off.
I know. God, and I see those pictures and I'm just like, oh, God. And then I'm like, oh, God, it's not that big of a deal and I shouldn't. I think this is how everybody felt when I kept cutting my hair. This is the universe repaying me. I love this one. Now, these are the holiday strippers.
Mm-hmm.
From Christy Hartman. It's Volume 1 and Volume 2. Volume 1 is Playful Joy. And Volume 2 is the Winter Woodland and Flora.
Ah, yes, and I've got two of those over here. I wanted to show you this one because I actually altered
She's been chopping at it.
the one of the strippers. Well, actually, two of the strippers.
A 5x7 plate is an ideal plate. If you can master that, then move on up to the big ones if that's what you so wish, but it's a very good price, or size.
Yeah, it is, and you don't, you know, if you're just learning, and I do not know what that big white stripe, it may have just been on the plate and I didn't know it.
Hello, Kristen.
I'm just wrestling this off of here, seriously. Need to clean the plate up. I'll get a better edge. Okay, can you see out in the middle?
Wow. So glad that you just, you know, did that off camera.
Hey, it was left over. This was the I don't know what you call them, you know, tied up bulbs, you know. This is what bulbs look like, you know, the next year when you get them out to put them up. Tangle of bulbs.
Yeah, from the all lit up. Yes.
Tangle of bulbs. But you don't really see it, only if you turn it a certain way. Is that good?
Oh, I think Carla's granddaughter has been cutting at her hair. I tell you that. Darn.
I don't know what it is with the little boogers. Oh, the first time Izzy was just hysterical. I'll clean that up later. Might not even use it today anyway.
Oh, thanks, Gina.
Now this one's a little bit more controlled, and it was before I started cutting.
Now this one, yes, you did at the end.
Yes.
And so you pulled it with black.
Yeah.
Or where your
No.
final color?
My final color was my
Lucas Krill.
Lucas Krill.
It's the scissors, Sharon says. Yes. Carrie loves this print. Yeah,
This one?
No, the one that I think you're about to pull.
Oh.
I really would have liked to pull that camera back a bit more, but I know you guys like being in closer.
This is really...
I like being further away.
I gotta get rid of this. And I don't want to cover up my stuff. But it's messing me up.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that would be terrifying. Oh, Lori's granddaughter's with her today. She loves the trees.
I'm just busting this loose. Because this is where it's going to... More than one way to skin a cat.
Well, this is the recommended way if you want to not curl your paper.
Well, and it's also, if you've got really stiff paper,
much easier. But then you have to reposition your plate back onto your acrylic.
Yeah.
You know.
6 of one, half a dozen of the other. See, if you turn it a certain way, you can see the circles, but if you turn it another way. I think this would be, you know, I don't necessarily see it as just being holiday. I think it's a very elegant, it's foresty. Okay, now here we go. And this is on one of those plates that's really right up to the edge. Try to get the bubble business out, or at least, you know, most of it. The big old. Futz with that later. Alrighty, now. Okay, I want to get, because I think, I want this because I think it's a good background for my bird idea. But I'm not going to pull it from the plate. I'm going to add the birds after it's pulled. So, to do that, we need to get it off of here with something, and I won't be able to do it today, but anyway, I just wanted to show you this. This is, remember the piece of fabric that...
Oh, yeah, the netting thing.
Yes,
that's cool.
Dana sent, right?
Looks like a big fish. That's a one big fish.
But I think, can't you see clouds in the sky, too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But anyway, I could pull this with silver. Yeah, I've got too many layers on here. I'm worried. We got to go with the big guns here.
You got to know what's going to pull.
Yeah. If you have multitudes of layers, you should probably always use a goodly amount of whatever it is that you've got that's extra sticky.
And Susan, I saw you say read above, but then I didn't find it, and now I'm like, you know, way behind in chat. So.
What were you reading? You don't know.
She told me something, and then but I couldn't find it in the chat. But then if I do that, I'll spend forever trying to figure it out. Hello, Estella.
Well, it helps if your
I
sprayer is rolling instead of just pushing stuff around, you know, like a snow shovel.
It's squeegee.
Here, let me squeegee my paint on.
It's usually not that useful for this.
I don't know what that is. I didn't put it on my shirt. I put it on my...
Oh, yes. Thank you for the reminder, Diane. For those of you that are coming in and you haven't given those thumbsy upsies, we very much appreciate it here in the beginning. And it's extremely important when we're live because then, you know, let other people know, hey, there's a live thing going on and you should be over there. And,
Yeah, it sends messages to other people, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. That's my theory.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, works for me.
But it does help.
It's got a little globby business going on out there, but, you know, I think they'll be okay.
Hey, Violet.
We're going to use some Paycon.
Oh, yeah, that sounds fun.
Hey, I've got this idea.
Ooh, I need to show. I'm glad you told me that you were here, Violet. Look at what I did real quick.
Well, I want to talk to Violet about doing a three-way or a two-way. I want her to show me how to do some of those, and
She just wants to three-way, two-way you.
Yeah.
I think she would like to get online with you and have a little play date.
But I want to see you.
She can do that.
Okay. And make sure you're going the right way. Right?
So that way you know that you're mirroring.
Yeah. I really want to know how to do some of those little things. And I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready to learn.
Oh, she's hey, being willing to learn something is step one.
It is.
Okay, here, I want you to show my little snowflake book again.
I know. Oh, here.
Okay, for Izzy, need to peel things off, create sensory block full of Yupo bits, and oh, she loves. Oh yeah, when we're peeling plates, she's like, you want some help with that? I'm like, well,
you can just give her one, and she'll sit there and pick at it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm supposed to show you something here.
Yeah, the one page where there.
Look at that.
Now hold it up into the technology. See my little sewing, and then I wrote on there, gift from Violet Johnson. And then I have another dangly one that I wove onto the little tag in the very back. It's just the very, the tag that's sticking up out.
Oh, this.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there's another one under a clippy.
Yeah, I clippied that one because I haven't decided where I'm going to stick that one yet. But.
Oh, look at that.
And then I just kind of, wove it through. And that way it was dangling off of there. Isn't that just wonderful? I just love that.
See, this is the kind of stuff I want to learn how to do. How to make little sections. Because
Hey, Gayla.
I was going to get Mariah a new hat for Christmas, but number one, they're really, really expensive. The ones that I like
I know the ones
are really expensive.
Because they're all cotton and, yeah.
Yeah. And we've decided, oh, sorry. That if we can use wool, if we make it lacier. And so it has breathability.
I don't know. If it's touching my ears, I want it to be cotton. Because I get itchy.
Well, that's one of the things I liked about that beret is, it had that little ribbon around it. Mm-hmm. That it doesn't touch and make you itch. The only thing that doesn't make me itch that's wool related is cashmere, and I can't afford that yarn. It's just out of my... Now, the other one that's really soft, but boy,
cashmere,
you talk...
Aren't those rabbits?
No. It's a goat.
Cashmere?
That lives in the high mountains. And it's only taken from
What's
their
the stuff
tummies.
that they get from the rabbits?
Angora.
Mm.
Okay. Well, so keep this in mind. And then I think that you will see on this print where I've taken off one side of the squared off business. Same thing with the branches on the birch tree.
You can't contain pea. She doesn't want to be in a box.
Yes, and I worked on the birds a little bit too. Not a lot.
Violet is willing, and Fran would like to come along as well, I think. And so as long as you have the right setup, you're a go. So we just have to schedule you some time.
Okay. Can you do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If you're good.
I'm good. And then we'll share our marble.
That wasn't the kind of good I was talking about. Like, I wasn't just checking in with you. I meant, like, you know, good behavior.
Oh, on my part? Well, if it's just us, it won't matter.
No, again, you're still not understanding. I need you to clean up some areas and things.
Oh, poo. Hey, friend Violet, do I need to clean?
That's not for them. That's for my participation in getting your technology
Oh,
set
you're
up.
bribing me.
Yeah. There
Oh,
we go.
you're blackmailing me.
Yeah, you know. I like the first option better.
Really. You know, I'm glad we got it here so that you can see that part of Mariah's very manipulative.
Camilla, what you might want to do is check your settings, the little gear part down in YouTube. You may need to set it to 1080 because it's probably defaulting to the 720, which is why it would look fuzzy.
Yeah.
We shouldn't be fuzzy.
All right. Whoa. Here, we got one more. Oh, no, that's one I just put on. Forget that.
Yes, I have a naughty and a good list.
All right, so
Ooh.
I made a branch. This kind of looks like a...
Yeah.
Shut up, Mariah.
That looks like a tuber.
And I don't know what I did with it.
You lost your branch?
I lost it.
It's probably stuck to something.
Kind of sad because I had some things to share with you about it. Okay, here's what
Really
I did.
branching out.
You know, I got a stick over there that has your
got a
name on it.
She used to have a stick that she pointed at things.
Well, holy moly! I cannot believe that I lost my branch. You know, you heard about people losing their marbles. Well, here, this is encouraging. I'm finding the tissue paper.
God.
I don't know what. Oh, here it is. I found it.
I found it over here.
All right. It looks a lot better in real life. I don't know. What?
Nothing. It's just, I love you. You're so cute.
You're just making fun of me.
I am
My
not.
nose is.
I think you used
my
the wrong
nose is-
side.
What? I did because this side hadn't finished drying. I kept putting it down there, and the glue kept leaving it on my plate.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, it was quite the deal. Yeah, I haven't even tried this side. See, you know, because I brayered over the top of my texturized part. I don't know what that really needs there. It needs a little bit of something.
What are you looking for?
Scissors.
Scissors.
I think maybe it's just a bit clunky at the middle.
Well, it looks.
But you want to be careful because when you start cutting away at these little deals, you leave that little thing sticking out there. The next thing you know, it ain't there anymore. There, I believe that made it a little bit more branchy like. Now, I don't know where did it go. Oh, it's still there. Hanging on.
Yeah, it has a little handy
There.
thing on
I
the
think
end.
that's much better.
Oh. What did you do?
I just took a little chunk out there where it was so heavy.
Oh.
Because I did come in with my little... You don't want to ever throw these away because if you take and you roll them when they're wet, they have a nice little point on them. Well, which they're pointy anyway.
Right. But
Yeah.
it holds the point.
Holds the point for future. What?
It's just a lot of discussion about the branch, the little, handy, weird thing at the end that's kind of, it could be lots of things. It's kind of grabby.
Grabby. Okay,
little grabby.
I'll go with grabby.
Okay.
But anyway, so here's my thought. Y'all are being really inappropriate.
Only a couple, but that's okay.
Now, the problem with reversing this and to get things on here, I lose this. So what I thought I might try, because this is going to, this really is going places here. I'm not just, yeah. I mean, the birds are going to be involved. There's still going to be a little bird sitting on that branch. I just don't know exactly when that's going to happen. But I got this ready, and I thought it was so brilliant. They're saying ugly things, aren't they?
No. No.
Anyway, so that little bird is going to go on there. Here's my thought. So I'm going to just kind of throw...
I can't reach. Number one, Ann says, you know we're being bad when P is saying that we're being inappropriate. And then Paula says, as my gran used to say, be careful, you could have somebody's eye out with that thing. And Susan, hashtag, this is really going places.
Really, honestly, it is...
And then Ann would like to know, is the branch going to be drugged through the gravy? And
yeah,
and Fran is ready to see you print on that side. That looks exciting.
All right, but here's the dealio. After I did all this, I was like, okay, well, I don't know what I was thinking about. I'm going to have to pull this.
Oh, yeah.
Because how am I going to get my bird image on here?
I don't know. I'm also curious as to which bird you were planning on putting there.
Oh, well, here, let me help you out. Oh, here, Mariah gave me all her bad eggs. You know the Willy Wonka.
Maybe we should show the stencils just in case, we can carry on about this darn branch business for God only knows how long.
Okay, this is pretty funny. So, Mariah, I said, Mariah, I love that little wren, but that tail's going to get clogged up right out of the...
You had the beta
out of the
version.
gate. Okay, now see, look at that. Of course it is, you silly girl. You think I don't know?
Well, I don't know.
What's going on
I didn't
here?
know if you were judging your branch size to your bird. I don't know what's going on up here sometimes.
Oh, I gotta find my wren here. Okay, I'm gonna show you both of them so I can show you. I don't know, this tail looks a bit frazzled on, but
Oh yeah, you chopped him up, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Your wren will not look that way. Is that the wren?
Yeah.
We sure that's the wren?
This is the wren.
I had her a nice thing all. What happened to the one where I wrote out their names and everything?
Oh, it's here somewhere.
Then she started printing
And then I thought this could work for a rock wall, and I'm what?
Patty said that she was real sad that she missed the opportunity. Oh, you go ahead. You go ahead, Patty. It's never too late.
What?
To make off-color comments.
I think y'all are being really rude about my tree branches.
Yes, never judge a branch by its size or the look of it.
I've got multiples of these things. Oh, and then here, I better show you these because I don't know that we're going to get to those today.
These are the eggs.
Those.
That's why she has a
This
bag
is
of bad eggs.
The nests. The nesting eggs. And
So you get a nest and then 4 eggs. Or you can order additional eggs only in the small size. Because I kind of figured that that's probably the size that most people would want, especially if they want additional eggs. The size is not indicative to the nest. They're just kind of, they come together, but they don't necessarily go together.
I don't know what I did with the naming one.
The outline, that's fine.
No, the one that you...
I know.
I don't know what I did with it.
Because those are the mediums. These are the small birds. I did smalls because she looked at them. She goes, well, are you going to make smalls? And I wasn't going to. And then I had more time because we were still going through holiday strips. So I was like, all right. She's going to gripe about it until I do it anyway. So might as well.
I wasn't going to because I know you're feeling very pressured. Well, anyway, let's just go through these.
Patty says, if you put 2 of those eggs underneath that branch, she's done.
So rude. dropping eggs. All right. Now, I think this is listed as a starling, but I think it's more of a robin. I don't know what, I can't remember what this one was.
Well, I can't either, and that's why I gave you a really
This
handy
is-
dandy
this-
little thing.
Flycatcher,
Yeah, that one-
sparrow, wren.
Hey, Judy B.
Can't remember. Anyway, I'll find it. But Mariah, did you have them named on the
Yeah, well, I mean, I have the
website?
Well, I have their names there, but I didn't put the name next to the bird.
Okay, so here's the other thing. I told Mariah, I said, you know, I just don't know how I'm going to get that nest to look like it.
They're brand new, Barbara.
It's
hello, Barbara.
not being viewed from the air.
Oh, Julie, I hadn't noticed that you're here. Hello.
So I have a plan for this. It's called You're Going to Cut It Up a Bit.
Because we talked about that. She's like, well, I want a side view. And I'm like, well, then cut it up.
All right, so basically what we have to do is we've got to make it look like, and I just keep turning it around to see which is the
You
best.
want me to do it?
No, heavens no.
I can do it.
You don't get to
Hey,
do
Chris.
it. I want this stringy piece here. So if I do want that stringy piece, then I'm
Oh,
going to...
I'm sorry. This is Susan Dufresne's. It's all about that darn branch.
Yeah, no, I need to have something out here so that you can see what I'm doing. All right.
There.
So I want it to be like a side view. So I don't want the eggs.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody understands that? You can't see the eggs. They're going to be peeking out. But I want to do this very carefully because
Perfect.
if I don't, I will end up with a mess of lines that are not good edgers. And I'm aiming for the... And I know I can't get that big swoopy thing
Hello,
on,
Sherry. Got our shoes.
on there because that's just asking too much.
What do you mean?
That one.
Oh, I think you could have made that happen, but
All right. And you know, you can clean that up as much as you want to. But now we have a hanging nest. Whoa! Lost my wall.
this also helps the weird grippy branch business.
Yeah, and don't throw this stuff away because this can be some good stuff for some. I have a plan for all of the bad eggs. I'm gonna tape them all together and make a.
I was gonna put them in the
Cool.
giveaway, but she said, "Can I have 'em?" I'm like, "Well, sure."
Well, I might use some.
There
of
might be more bad eggs, just because they're a little tricky to cut. So.
Yeah, they're the porcelain variety.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you can have your little bird sitting on the nest.
Lynn says she will never be able to walk through the woods in a quiet contemplation again.
To be looking for branches.
Mm-hmm.
It could be a banana peeling. A banana.
Look at that. That does fit really well.
What?
All right, so if you want the birds to fit the nest, that's the little nest.
Yeah. You can have this going, and I'm going to try to do this. You know, I don't really, sometimes my brain is working really good, and sometimes not so much. I'm going to put something down on this to pull this so that, you know, we can get on with it.
Small bird, small nest probably work really well together, and then the medium birds in the medium nest. And then there's a really big nest if you just want to, you know.
Grandiose.
But I didn't make big birds because hardly, you know, like with the ravens and the crows, we rarely sell the big ones. I mean, not that we haven't, but more people go for the mediums and the smalls. Hey, Anthony. How you doing?
Okay, now, this is going to be a sunset scene here, okay?
And Dana, we were talking about you earlier.
Yes, we were.
She just came in. Hey, Karma.
And I did see this over here? This is some of that anthraquinone blue.
Hello, Michelle.
You know, it's just, and I wished I could get some stars down there, but I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now.
You can always apply those later.
I can.
This is kind of at dusk.
Yes.
Or, yeah, dusk. It's kind of this way in Texas. Oh, look at you.
I wanted to get a little bit of that on that tree.
Mm-hmm.
Good Lord. It's the only thing about that big brayer and being right on the edge of your... Not trying to multitask here, and it's not necessarily working out very well.
Yeah, it's basically 4 a.m. where Julie is.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm.
And she got out of bed to attend this?
I don't know. I mean, I'd feel real special if that was the...
Boy, no kidding. It takes something pretty phenomenal to get me out of bed at that hour a day.
Yes. This is true.
Well, we kind of lost our stuff at the top there.
I think that's all right.
Oh, well. We shall see.
Now, were you just kind of showing the bird in the nest and all that, or is that coming in later?
Well, I'm going to add that after I pull this.
You're gonna go
and then
paint
it'll be
Okay.
another layer. Everybody get that? Man, look at that piece of... That's some stuff right there. Right? Very lumpy. I don't know why. It's probably my brayer.
Oh, well, that's sweet of you to...
What?
Anthony, he's working on a pair of cremation urns for a dear friend.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's special.
Yes, we'll put this aside and let it ripen. So, next little...
Oh, yes, and these would pair very nicely with the flyaway, Carrie's flyaway home birds. Like you could do a background.
Absolutely, with what I just did
I'm
there.
telling you, I mean, she's pulled out enough things that we might be on birds for a bit, which I'm fine with. I really like to kind of slow up
I get overwhelmed by all of the
new. And then that gives me more time to work on some of the new stuff. So I think I'm going to try to just slow down the pace a little bit with all of it. I do get excited, and I know that our designers get excited. Now, with the holiday stuff, I felt like that was kind of something that just needed to happen time-wise. Otherwise, you know, just doesn't really make sense. We could have Christmas in July, I suppose. It's an option.
Now, see, I don't like that so much because the bird is going off the page, and I guess I could put this over here.
Oh, yes, Carrie has put out quite a few.
So, see, that would be the... Okay, I'm going to have to put the bird down first.
Which is going to be...
Yeah, I've got to put down paint. I don't know. I may have to experiment with this on my own rather than just sitting here and
I think that,
watching.
Are you guys enjoying, like, this whole working it out business?
I would be sitting out there going, because that was like,
Can you
okay.
bring that to me later.
Could you, once you figured that out, just show it to me. I can't sit here and watch this because it's making me itch.
You're confusing me.
See that? Isn't that nice? See that? Because what I used there, oh, that might be what I go ahead and use. It was just, this is going to be monochromatic.
Yeah, good, Carrie. Yeah, don't put them in my folder.
What are you talking about?
The new designs. He's stockpiling them, and then he's just going to give them to me one at a time. I appreciate that, because then I feel less like, oh, goodness.
Mariah's very, yeah, that.
I'm very much
Okay, so I'm thinking, because I did this with this, but I do really like that aquaquinine.
Fran enjoys hearing your brain ticking.
Well,
Squeaking along.
sometimes it is. It's kind of a stringy trinket.
Yeah, we are both feeling much better.
That over there on top of the orange.
Oh, Kathy also enjoys hearing your thought process.
All right, so I want this to not be so... I want it to be more or less monochromatic, and I probably should use a little bit more of the...
Yeah.
That. But I think that I'm going to try this. I use the quinine, whatever, paint on the other one. See, you can see it here. That's what that color is right there. Mm-hmm. And then this is the graphite on the other side. Carbonite. This stuff right here. Totally, but it's not really. It depends on how you brayer it out.
Still see the stars on the plate.
Oh.
Do you?
That's all right.
It may or may not.
It may or may not be all right.
Well, I mean, it may or may not show up.
Oh, yeah. True that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wish I had something here to brayer this off on, because it's really kind of nice.
No, Miriam, no worries.
Nice little piece of, paper for later. Okay. Turn this around here.
Oh, and Darcy said it matters if you are enjoying it.
Bless your heart. All right, I'm going to put this down, but remember I've got to stick my little bird underneath.
I want to know why this branch is getting fatter at the top. Asking for a friend. Sorry.
There's always one of those in every crowd. Mm-hmm. About how that going the wrong way. Well, I guess that's where that's going to go.
Yes, Han Solo was encased in carbonite. It's something I find to be funny around here. I'm here for the comedic relief.
All right, now remember we've got to really press down on this, because I've got some texture on my branch that's bigger at the top. When it started growing, it was not getting proper nutritional things. But as it went up the tree, it became more...
No, it started out good.
No, it was puny. And then it had lots of rain and fertilizer and...
No, that's...
Yeah.
I don't know how this...
Okay, I'm really pushing on this because I really, once that... I want that bird tail to show through. And remember, when it's underneath something, you got to push really hard. And we're hoping this is going to work. Oh, this is really interesting. See? Nice little piece of paper to send to someone.
Careful. Technology was like, zooming in and out.
Well, I don't know.
Still looks kind of like he's peeking behind there just because of your color ombre thing going on there. But you can still see his tail feathers in the tree bark, which is cool.
I think it would have been more effective to had the bird this more dark and then this lighter.
Yeah, agreed.
But look at look at that. This is what I really want you to see. So I want you to
Hold it up into the technology.
Oh,
Well, not that. We get that part. The print. The plate. Are you rolling your eyes at me? That's some good stuff right there. You can bring it down a little more. There you go. Look at that. Yeah.
cute little booger. All right, so now we let this dry all the way. And we just...
I was wondering, Carrie. I know he got his stencils, but life has been getting in the way, and
Oh, isn't that a bummer?
happens around here too. That's funny, Carl.
Okay, this was the original intention of the branch. But then I suddenly realized you don't have room for the bird there. But then I got to thinking, well, that's okay.
Yeah, I think
we'll just have this be like
that's more appropriate.
this. Then I won't have to worry about...
There, bring his little claw down a little bit more. You got nice, too much on a tilt there, and his little legs up like that. There you go.
We'll stick that part under.
There you go. That works.
Okay. All right, so we kind of remember where that is. I always put that down.
Here, this is a great, Barbara says, if we get a great print on the deli or tissue paper, can we mount it on the heavy stock? Yes.
Yes, Mariah is absolutely the best at that.
It's a little tricky. I would say practice with smaller pieces and work yourself up to larger ones, because you'll get kind of there's a motion to it, and then how to sort of like spread it out. But it's similar to kind of like, you know, when you're laying the paper, the deli paper or tissue down on the plate, and sometimes it kind of just sucks down there. You're going to run into a little bit of that with the glue situation. But if you are kind of patient and you get the motion of it, then it can be done. And it's pretty brilliant, really. Oh, can I show you guys on stream? Oh, that's a lot of pressure.
What is it?
Oh, the gluing down.
Yeah, it's very,
But yeah, I mean, I would do little pieces. Because the big ones would be hard to do in the stream anyway. Because of the, you know, how much room I got there. I could do a recorded video.
she does know how to do that.
I do know how to do that. And we could even do that down at the kitchen table. Because that was really where I did it. Because I had nice, you know, enough room. Flat surface.
Because you have to have everything ready.
Yeah. Kind of like...
Ready to go. You can't dilly-dally on that one.
Now that'll be a start to something.
That will be the start of something.
Ooh, that's fancy.
Come on,
It's
little
a
bird.
fancy little branchy.
See, that little bird is thinking about making a nest right there, and he's thinking, she's thinking, God knows it's not a him. But I want you to look at this little, because it was inspired by Carrie's bark. You know, his piece bark. And I kept thinking about that. And I kept thinking that I needed something more for our little birds to perch up on. Okay, well, we'll set that aside. I think that's, here, let me put it in the technology.
Yeah, fantastic. Look at you. I'm so proud of you. Darcy says that she does prefer the branch in this direction.
Well, this is the way it was originally intended,
Yes.
but with that long thing, I really wanted
And see,
to
now
try
it looks like, you know, the little sprouts and less, you know, grabby-outy, weird, alien kind of arm.
Well, and it could be the kind that's fallen to the ground and the little birds hopping along and pecking insects out of this dead piece of
Wood.
wood.
Yeah.
There are so many possibilities.
Now, here's the thing about the branch that she's created. I mean, we could recreate one in the shop, but it's never really going to do exactly what happened there.
You're going to have to do your own gluing on of the texture.
Now, what I could do is perhaps create a little set.
Hey, I got an idea for you. If you would create a branch and then take out holes, then the holes could be glued on to another branch.
Right, just the outline.
So you would have two, and what would be cool is you could use them different colors to pull the different effects of the tree.
I will try to get on that, because I think that that is a worthy project and something, yeah. All right, Patty, you better come back. She's got to fix her mom lunch.
Yeah, okay. All right, now, here...
Where did you get the innards? What are those from?
I don't know. It was mostly it was from outers on butterfly, a butterfly thing that I just took out and cut around it. Yeah. I completely, there's nothing there that was in the original. I just used the UPO. There's no edges there that were from something else.
Oh, okay.
I totally created I just kept in mind Carrie's stencil. And plus I was kind of thinking about this too, you know?
Now here's the other thing, because we did talk about this with Christy's thing, that you could chop that apart and kind of create a branch situation too.
Absolutely could. Very easily.
And maybe I call it, like, maybe we do it a branch, like a branch stripper set, because you would need, like, it's the full branch. Then you need the branch with the pieces that come out, which then gives you two. We could include Christy's. Now, I don't know how that would work with, you know, our licensing and stuff like that. I'll have to talk to her about that.
Yeah, I'm going to put this aside. I'm not going to work with this right now because I want to show you some other ideas that I've got going here in my brain. But I will put those over yonder for Mariah to put into the... Okay, I've got... I really have not played...
That's great, girl.
What?
She says, years ago, I asked my students to draw something that made them think of science. One girl produced a very graphic drawing. Bedecked. I don't... if that's misspelled or if I just don't know the word. In red, white, and blue. She insisted it was a rocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rockets are, you know.
Yeah. They are. I'll tell you what. And those... Now, we're going to do some bird portraits.
I like these because these usually turn out to be great little prints that just are sweet and wonderful
And they adapt quite nicely too.
Bedecked, jazzed up. Did I say it right? B-E-D-E.
Bidet.
No, that's a...
Jazzed up. I don't know what you're talking about. A B-E-D?
Okay, Bedecked.
I don't know.
Or decked out. Bedecked or decked out. Yeah, decked out. That I understand. I was going to say that too.
Because remember, I did this with the fly. And I thought it was really quite effective.
Bedazzled. Yeah.
Bedazzle.
That I understand bedazzling.
Dadgummit, I thought
I got a bedazzler.
pulled out one more.
Hello, Heidi. And welcome to those of you that are new and hanging out and just lurking. That's totally fine. But if you'd like to say hello in the chat, we would love to say hello back. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks, guys. Oh, and guys, be sure to come back and leave your comments. Let us know what part of the stream was your favorite. Or, you know, just whatever. But give us a timestamp. And then we'll get you entered into the 5,000 subscriber giveaway, which is coming up pretty soon.
Sorry.
I think 170 or something like that maybe to go. Do we have something in the background going beep beep? Yes, that's the cricket running. I can't believe you can hear it all the way up here. I didn't think you could. And it's just something that we've gotten used to. Is it bothering you? I'll go close the door. Beep beep. Ah, beep beep.
Okay, none of these are really working for my little birdie's feet. Maybe that, perhaps.
Let's see.
I'm not going to worry about that. I'm just going to leave him floating there, and yeah, okay.
Is there a commercial version of the cricket? That's pretty much the maker. I mean, that's what they say. Versus the Air.
Versus what?
Versus the Air.
I
the
like this.
Explore Air.
I think that this comes closer to being denim than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what color are we going to color our bird?
And then really what you're talking about, like, you know, there are CNC machines. I mean, really, that's what a cricket is. It's just a little hobby version of a... Although there are even hobby versions of CNC machines, because you can get up into huge commercial ones, like big router machines. That's really what it is. Kathy says, once you put the paint down, draw a branch. Oh, draw a branch in the paint for the bird to stand on. Graffito.
Mm-hmm.
That's a very good idea.
That is. Don't know if I'm going to like this or not, but we're going to try it.
The CNC cutter would be the commercial version of what the cricket does. Yeah, there are all kinds of, but I hadn't heard that. Oh, the CNC. Yeah, the CNC cutter. I was like, canned what? CNC.
See what?
Wee.
Oh.
It's just, I read it wrong. It's funny. I'll go turn it off. I'll go close the door. I'll be right back. Be good. All y'all.
Yeah, that's kind of nice. Kind of a nice green. Let's add a little gold to it. It's probably not going to show up as gold, but it will string it out a bit.
There we go.
Make it slightly more squishy.
Ooh, that's some goose turd green right there.
Oop. Don't have paper down.
Ooh.
I wanted it to be naturey looking, you know? Naturey looking.
Yeah, yeah. We need a goose.
We do. Need a goose.
3D printer. So that technology hasn't quite got to the point where I am interested in it quite yet, because it takes a long time to print those 3D objects. I think Sharon can speak to that. Her husband has one. And it takes a long time. I mean, heck, it takes long enough for the Cricut to cut the stencils. Ooh. Yeah. You can line it back up.
That's what happens when you go over the top of each other. All right, I'm lighting that. Now, I think what I'm going to do here, of course, I didn't lose it on this one. Put the little one underneath. Because at this stage, we just have that one down. But I think I'm going to have better results putting this under. As far as my, because this is going to be one of those we're continuing on. Continuing on. Going to try and go back and forth with our colors.
Well, I closed the door, so hopefully you shouldn't be hearing any beeping at this point.
Yeah, just think of it this way. It might be cutting your order. Okay,
We kind of took yesterday off, which we usually like. You know.
Well, you got to spend a little time with your kid every now and then.
True that.
Look at that nice little.
I made a puzzle. Also, spent a lot of time yesterday finishing up the birds, getting them ready, getting them online.
And it's funny because Izzy's interested in the puzzle for about 30 seconds.
Yeah. And then she says, Mommy, is this more for you? And I said, yeah, I think so at this point. But I'm okay with that.
But anyway.
So she played right next to me.
Yes, she came up and got her Lego blocks, but she hasn't played with those in ages.
No. I wish we had more of those foam block things, because I think she has a great time with them. But they're kind of pricey.
I got them at a garage sale. I offered them to Nathan, but he turned up his nose because they belonged to somebody else previously.
He's such a weirdo.
Oh, this is just driving me batshit crazy.
No! You could have left it. Well, now he's just, you know, he had him in a box, and now he can at least fly away. Don't cage that little birdie. He didn't want to be caged.
I may remove the bottom one also. So you'll know at which printing stage if you get one of these. I was, if it's missing.
Yes, exactly. Acme. Exactly. She says, and you have to get those things done before winter break for Issy. He's going to be home for 2 weeks. But we do have some plans, and there you go.
Well, my bird doesn't have enough definition. I'm lighting the rest of the stuff.
Well, I think you need to build up some paint and stuff around them.
I think so too, and I think part of the problem here is we're going to do this. We're just going to have an end one It's just going to be on the ends. Because I can't deal with this scooting about business here. Although I could actually...
yeah, chop them up.
I know the designers.
Although I'm going to start making her place an order.
Oh, that should be good.
Yeah, that'll slow you
Can
down.
I use my PayPal account?
Well, I'll give you a code, but you at least got to get it in the queue, you know?
All right, now I think the rest of that's going to stay put. Okay? But look at that marvelous colors up there.
And I like that, hey, even the one that slid off at the top still left you some stuff there.
It did. It really did. So, you know, maybe I just need to...
She couldn't find her little ones.
I couldn't find them.
Well, or you have one there. Not all of her wires were together.
True enough. Yeah. Okay, so if I come in and with that, and I cut it right there. See, the problem is with overlapping stencils. If you overlap the boogers, you're going to have a bigger chance of...
Yes, I like that idea, Julie. She says, or else everyone ordered more so you could have shorter ones too. Yes, we like that idea.
Yeah. And I lost one of them down there, but that's all right. I'll fetch it later. Okay, now, I had an idea here on... Because we did... That was kind
Oh, Barbara says we need 8th notes. P, ask for, so Bird can sing. She has asked for such a thing. I need to talk to Darcy because she's our note maker.
I have, and it was...
She has a little drawing. I'll send it to you, Darcy. I said, you need to get with Darcy. She's the note maker.
I had her hand me a piece of paper, and I said,
Darcy might...
this is what I would like for... I would like for my notes to be recognizable as such.
Uh-huh.
There are times when you need to be cute, clever, and stylized. And there are times when you just need to...
Oh, Barbara's a musician, so she loves notes. Well, I have one that Darcy, I need to get going, because I think it's a good one. Now, P, she said that they were still a little too thick for what she wants to do. So I think what we really need is a mask version.
Yes, we do.
So it can be placed with, like, the birds or the guitars and the musical instruments.
It's not sticking.
Yeah, your wires are not
cooperating with me today. Now, perhaps, we won't have any springy. Springy.
That'll fix them, maybe.
This might be the one that I rolled over a couple times.
No, it's a little wonky.
Yeah, ever so slightly. And I need to shut up and get something down here. There's not going to be anything to pick up because it's a dry run.
So, see the thickness of the wires? I think if
yeah, after a while.
Well, but if we can stick to that thickness or roundabout. Plus, I went thin with these darn eggs. Are you going to show the eggs?
Mm-hmm. There we go.
So it can be done.
What is that?
Have to be careful about it. Yeah, you got a hickey.
Okay, well, I don't know if I like that or not.
I would say that's probably like 3. Ooh, the other thing is I did post the Makers Creative Club, all the themes for 2023. I included the hashtags, which some people were already very appreciative of. And so I want to thank both Lisa Mingus and Sharon for, I mean, mainly that was their list. I did little tweaks, very minor, just to some wording stuff that I thought would be a little more playful. But that was really it. So that was their doing. And Sharon's going to head up the YouTubers for 2023. And Lisa Mingus is going to head up the non-YouTubers over there in Makers, which should be fun.
All right, I think that's a little more better. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't like this one. I don't need it. You know, once you buy these, you can do anything you want to.
They are yours.
Alrighty. Yeah. There we go.
There you go.
There we go. Now we're going to do something here that this is ochre. And when you put ochre and black together, they make a really nice, crusty green.
Yeah, it was Barbara at 49 Dragonflies.
Yeah.
You
But
got
she
that.
she lets hers dry. I like for mine to be slightly, you know, mucky muck, looking like swamp water, as Izzy says. JG, I don't want, my water looks like swamp water. I need new water. I said, do you know where the bathroom is?
Yeah.
We're trying to get it so that she's a lot more independent and realizes that she doesn't have to have outside.
But then there's some disadvantages to that sometimes too, because then she's like, okay, well, I got this. It's like, but do you? And then what kind of crazy mess thing that's gonna, you know,
Yeah.
require even more cleanup. Boy, I guess today's color is goose turd green. Of its various, you know,
Well,
shades.
Fran should be jumping up and down with joy. I'll pull some pink out here in a minute.
Aw, Julie used to have a canary bird when she was growing up, and he used to sing his little heart out. You could hear him above the Hoover. He would sing while she played the piano.
What happened?
Is it still stuck down there?
No. Is that what fell to the floor?
Oh, goodness, probably.
I don't know what happened. I thought it was on there, but it wasn't.
Well, I kind of like it, because again, you
Yeah,
can
I'll
cage him in.
pull that off, and then I'll come back in and put him back in.
Violet says odd color, but I love it.
It's kind of an odd color, isn't it?
Yes.
Weird, strange.
You might want to
Okay.
get that checked out.
Plum. We're going with plum, people. Plum. And we don't just want that to be plain plum, of course.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be plain. You got other stuff going on there.
Well, I do, but I don't want it to be just plain plum. I want it to be runny plum.
And hello, is it just Sue? Welcome, welcome.
Oh, that'll add a little bit, because this is more like mulberry, and that other's more plum.
Hey, Christy. Oh, you are just no luck today. I think you need to give up the wires. Move to eggs.
Maybe that's what it's telling me. You should listen to the universe sometimes.
Yeah, those wires ain't having it today.
Okay, we will. As soon as I pull this.
I need more coffee.
You need more coffee? I do too. I meant to make the iced coffee, but it was dadgum cold this morning.
It is chilly. I went and stole some socks from P that I plan on not giving back.
Those are my favorite socks. You
I like
cannot
them.
have those. They're the sock. Oh, now look, isn't that wonderful? I think that's wonderful.
I thought you bought me a pair of these.
Bought Izzy a pair, and she never liked them.
No, she didn't like them. She says they're chunky and she didn't like them.
Yeah, and I think they're too little for her now.
Well, yeah. They probably actually
they're
fit her.
the non-matching socks.
I love them. Well, I don't know why I didn't get a pair.
Well, they were a bit pricey. Maybe I'll crochet you some for your Christmas
I think
present.
Miriam's crocheting some socks. How are your socks coming along, Miriam?
Now, see, that is just wonderful.
That's cute. I like it. It's cute.
And we'll pull it with some kind of really fancy metallic, and it'll make it look very, very portrait-like. Because that's where I'm going with that. All right, let's get some eggs now. We've got some... What?
Arlene, she says, my dad had a truck with a white canopy. It was supposed to be green, but it wasn't quite that. We called it the Frosty Turd. There was this, there's a place that I used to go and hang out with my friends, and kind of a, like a, not really a club, but like they would have live music, and it was dinner restaurant type place, but live music. Anyway, in the whole parking lot, they have all these trees, but the birds would nest there at night. So by the time you got out of, hanging out and having some drinks and such, your car could be covered in poop. I mean, it was bad. Because remember over there in Addison?
Oh, yeah.
Where all the birds go to
it
nest?
was the grackles.
Yeah.
Evil birds.
Well, when they're nesting, yes.
Well, we had some big elm trees in the playground across the street from where the kids used to. And these things called kites. They're a kind of predatory bird. They're like hawks, but they're kites. And they were nesting in this thing, so they were attacking the kids when they would come out on the playground, zooming down and, Yeah. I thought it was great. Okay, we're just going to have a little, family of...
Now, this is a mixed... She's see that little egg on the one end? That's from the little set. Smalls. The other... Well, and she's got some other things mixed in there, so... These aren't exactly the eggs. Okay, so you've got 2 that are from the small set, and then 3 from the medium set.
Right. And we're going to go with Robin's Egg Blue at the top.
Well, I don't think
And it won't be.
that's
But
like sky blue, but it's in the range.
it is. And I could add some more of this other stuff, but I'm not going to. And
That's
then we're
the
going to
medium.
have a lovely, where's that brown? Transparent. Now, the only problem is this is open, but it's okay for what we're doing, I think. Because we're not going to leave this on here. This is going to be a quick pull.
No, the bird's on the branch. This is just the nest.
Yeah. Don't know how these are going to meld together. Might be a bit stark.
Oh, I think, wasn't Diane talking about that? So Carrie lived in Sydney, and they had fruit bats that would poop red, and it corrodes the paint off of your car. Because
That guano will.
Oh, yeah, because it's very acidic. Right? Or actually, it's like ammonia,
It's ammonia.
which is an acid, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Look at me. No one thinks.
I just kind of had to wipe that off of
Hey,
there.
Laura. Well, we got 26 minutes.
Well, this is either going to be complete crap or it's going to be kind of cute. I don't know.
Sort of how it's been going.
Complete crap.
Goose turds or goodies?
I don't know why I've been getting... Oh, it's pulling all those... I'm just really disgusted. I'm going to soak my strings. Because I think part of the problem is they have so
They're
much
too built
paint
up.
on them that they're not sucking down and fixing onto the surface. Y'all hear that? I'm soaking these to get all the paint off of them so they stick down more better. And I think I'm going to have better luck. I apologize for not, you know, taking care of that.
Yes.
It's really terrible on my part.
Ooh.
Dancing eggs. Orbeez. Okay, I think this is this nest thing. I'm all about this nest thing. I like it. I don't know that I'm in love with the eggs yet,
You'll get there.
but maybe I will.
I think you can do some fun things with them that aren't even necessarily eggy. That was sort of my... I really like the designs inside of them and the possibilities of just the shapes and things that it gives off.
Well, I'm going to take the bad eggs and I think I'm going to do some fun stuff with those.
Oh, Rhonda used the Dawn Power Wash spray on her Yupo stencils and paint was poof, gone after a few minutes. There you go.
Do we have any of that?
No. Have to tell Van about it.
Well, what's Brad use on the deck?
Well, what do you... No, she's like Dawn Power Wash. Like, it's a spray stuff. Dawn.
Oh.
She...
I thought it was
she
stuff
didn't
you
take them outside.
put
use
in
the power
in your
washer.
thing to power wash.
No, I think that would probably obliterate them. Maybe. I don't know.
Okay, we're going to kind of do an opposite thing here. I don't know if this is going to work, but it's something I've thought about for a while.
It's a new Dawn product.
My paints are all falling over for whatever reason, and some of them are down in there that I haven't used for a while because I didn't know where they were. Huh. I didn't know I had a little one of that, see? Hoopty dang do.
Did you get it worked out over there?
More or less.
Okay.
We're going to use some manganese blue. Mariah doesn't like this, but that's okay. It might make us think about green eggs and ham.
Mm. Yeah, I might just call this stream. Today's been this stream has been brought to you by the color green. Goose turd. I'm not gonna put that in the title. Might not entice people to come watch.
Oh, I don't know. They might check it out. I mean, you know, it certainly isn't something that everyone is doing.
Is goose turd your color? Well.
This should delight you to no end.
Right.
Not picking that up.
Kermit would be proud. Oh.
Rockin' eggs.
Yeah.
Like I said, I really like the nest.
That's so true. I don't know. I'll have to look that up to see how many
What is
people
it?
look up goose turd. And if they're, you know, what the crossover is with the Arty crowd. Her favorite blue.
Manganese.
Or one of them. What's that other one?
I like manganese blue.
What's that other one, though, that you...
I like it because it's kind of clumpy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes, you could use it for pasta. The nest.
Yes.
It's a great idea.
Good.
I like the schmaltz blue. She doesn't use that as much. It doesn't have as much oomph to it.
It doesn't. And it dries extremely quickly. But I will use some of that. I like it. I like that color.
Oh, well, yeah, Joni, the reason that we talk about the goose turd green is that it was a color from the 1500s. We have it on a... Where's my little chart? Oh, no, it's gotten covered up. Oh, yeah, back up there. From 1574. Ooh.
Well, if nothing else, look, I would love
Yeah.
for more of that to happen.
Well, you rolled all that out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. I can put in a few more.
Hello, Martha. Oh, we showed your card at the start because Pete put her, in work pens, and she's wearing all her bird pens, but some of them were on the little ATC, the display that we created. We need to get that stuff hung up, but we have to rearrange the whole wall.
Wish I had one more egg. It wasn't so.
Oh, she loves. Susan loves that blue. It's the manganese, golden, right?
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to just go through my stash of
I'm telling you, some of them are pretty rough.
less than stellar eggs.
Mm-hmm. Well, the little ones are probably just fine. I just scooped it all in there because I was like, all right, well.
They're very lacy ones.
Yeah, that's what happened. That's why I got thicken up the lines.
This is a very lacy one too.
These are cracked eggs.
These are.
They're broken. The squirrels got into them. Squirrels are...
Well, let's see, that's not going to fit up there. I need another little one for that corner. Yeah. Where are you, little egg? There we go. He's missing some of his innards, but I think he's going to work.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see what that looks like.
Oh, hey, Tanya. Sorry, I just noticed that. I was like, oh, they're asking about Mystic, right? Glad you're here.
Yeah, okay.
And hello, Heidi, if I didn't say hello earlier.
All righty.
Add more eggs. It's a busy bird.
Want to evenly distribute.
Yeah.
That'll probably leave an eyeball there.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps not.
This is the, which purple?
The Iazanine. And it's by Utrecht.
Ooh, the eggs look cool. Why are you using your big...
I don't know.
I was just thinking about that, like, you're past the ombre-ing.
That purple dries pretty fast, too.
Mm-hmm. I love this purple, too. Yeah. Hey, Marianne. I'm glad you said hello. Those of you that are popping in, go ahead and give those thumbsy upsies if you can. Even though we are kind of coming towards the end here. It's still very much appreciated. and does let people know, hey,
dancing eggs.
this was a good one. You should come and watch it.
Yeah.
And comment on the replay. So that way you get entered into the... I think one of your eggs got picked up, is stuck to the print.
Oh, it did.
But come back and leave those comments. Let us know in the comments a timestamp of what you thought was good, funny, interesting. You have questions.
It was the one that was leaving really good little impressions there, too.
It is a witchy purple. Darcy said, I thought you were saying that it was a witch purple.
Now, the really nice thing about using these, do you see what's happening here? It's resolubilizing some of the other colors that are there, like, you know, beneath and on the brayer and etc., etc.
On the stencils. And... Oh, Fran has made a textured Tyvek tree trunk. Say that 5 times.
All right. There you go.
That was funny, Marion. Marion says, excellent stream, and even do the style in a little eccentric. Ooh.
Bit of a shimmer, you know, not anything.
I think
But I love how the egg holes in the nest came out.
Mm-hmm. I think that has some potential.
I think it does too. Okay, I'm pulling all these off.
Mm-hmm. To invent a new word. Yeah, all the time. Oh, ho, ho, ho.
Remember, the yellow was underneath. It was still
Resolubilizing.
resoluble. See, it's a word.
I think it's just solubilizing. You wouldn't resolubilize, right? Or is it like, you know?
Making it wet again. Whatever.
I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, I really like this yellow with this purple. Now, I don't know if I want to pull the nest or I want to hold off.
Yes, just like you wouldn't unthaw. Or rethaw.
All right, this has to dry. Hopefully we will get back to that.
Yeah, 12 minutes.
12 minutes. All right, well, let's do something with our wren. Because it's dry.
Wonderful.
All right, so I really like the way the...
Bye, Amy. Thanks for hanging.
transparent red iron oxide. Was that, I think that was what I needed done.
Reactivating would be the better word.
Reactivating, thank you. That was the word I was stumbling for.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard sometimes.
Hey, Kathleen. Oh, she got her card. Was it one from me? Or I can't remember, you know. Or was it just P? I love everybody that they've started saying thank you to me in Maker, which is sweet.
I did. I rectified my error and said,
Yes.
hey, y'all.
By the way. No.
Yeah, Mariah was involved in this. She beat me with a stick to get it done. What do you think? Orange?
Oh, yes, I like that. That'll be cool.
I didn't know. I didn't know. Well, I have to use Big Bertha because...
Yeah, I think Fran's working on some funky birds. happening there in that? Okay, yeah, you hit it. Is it that weird dent?
Well, it was a bubble
Yeah.
in its other life.
Hello, Sandra. Well, I'm glad you came in and said hello.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Winner, winner.
Oh, we certainly have some nice contrast there. And look at that lovely texture that that
Keep
graphite.
pushing on that. Look at that bubble. Booger boo.
Oh, did you hear it pop?
Is that what that was?
That was what that was. It was a bubble popping.
Oh
man, this is some good brayer off paper over here. I need to take care of this right now.
a gel plate too. See, you guys don't get to see as much of the brayer off.
All right, well, let's see. I am thinking orange.
Yeah, I'm liking this orange.
I mean, I do not know why that is suddenly just the...
Oh, that's right.
What?
And Paula has some mechanical beaksters. Very, very Paula style birds.
Oh.
I have a lot of stuff to, like I said. There's no shortage of designs. There's a shortage of Mariah time. And Brad, too. He does. But we've also had a little bit of, our work, like regular JOB stuff. And so that usually takes Brad out of the picture for sure. Yes, I would love a clone.
You would, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the grunt work.
But we need 3D printer clones. Kathleen said it was from P, but I appreciate the fine work on the envelope. That was actually her too, by the way. It was. I printed labels.
Oh, yeah, when I was practicing my stars.
Yes.
Practice. And that worked really well. Okay, I think that's interesting.
Ooh, I like that a lot. A little murdery, but, interesting.
Yeah.
In a good way. Not the, oh, interesting.
Okay, that must ripen. What else do we have over here?
We do, but we need more space. Sharon.
Well, here we go. Now, what did we decide on our little... I think this should just be one color.
Yeah. Lucas.
Or what about black?
Oh, I was thinking the Arctic or Fern. But then you'll probably lose your
Yeah, it's
stripe.
almost the same value. I think it needs to go dark.
Well, then do the purple.
Or, look at how, when I lay that down, Lucas Krill.
Somebody mentioned, huh?
Oh, don't be getting all hoity-toity with me just because it's... Okay, I think we want matte.
Yeah, we don't need a Patricia clone. No. No. That would go like the way of the Multiplicity show or movie. Remember that one with Michael Keaton? They didn't get better.
What didn't get better?
You remember that? You probably didn't watch the movie. It was funny. I love that show
I don't like funny shows.
or movie. It's not a show.
I don't like funny movies either.
I know. You're big.
Now, if they're kind of sick funny, I like that.
Yeah.
Weird funny, I like the Addams Family. I liked Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday was good. That was actually a show I watched and enjoyed.
I remember you want to get your briaring.
Oh, was it? Yeah, Multiplicity. Yeah. Great movie.
I didn't see that. I would have remembered that.
So great. She ended up with COVID from her son.
Well, now you know what I can do? I can come back in, do a bird on another, and stamp it on there.
I think if you did it in Prussian, that would be cool. Or in, you know, the teal, the phthalo.
I was thinking about, I want to stay in the brown range. I want it
Van
really,
Dyke.
really dark.
Well, that's safe.
I know it is, but I think it stays with the whole feel of the...
Well,
And this, it needs interrupting here.
here's an idea.
But I want you to look at that tree.
If you did one with your multiple color outline technique, you know, where the many layers of building up the outline.
Oh, yeah, just on the bird itself. That humor.
And then
But how would I pull it?
there's something called matte medium. Some have suggested it. It's just an idea. I love you.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What do we have? What do we have? What do we have?
Darcy says, and it's not cheating.
Just seems like such a waste. Oh, well, that's still wet. No, if you can't put color on it. Alrighty, I don't
Well,
know.
we could promote the stream. This might be the one and only time
What?
that people get to see you do that, you know, with the matte medium.
Oh, well, I wasn't going to do it.
Patty noticed that you had a really interesting itch on your forehead. She's a little worried about you.
I am too. I'm worried about the right kind of lotion to take care of that.
Hey, Leslie.
I'm just going to put eggs down, you know? Eggs.
Oh, see. Yes, I think this will be a super, super cute print.
Just a whole bunch of little eggers.
Yeah. Exactly, Patty. Exactly.
Just egging me on. There we go. Now, can you visualize that? Yeah. And you could even do this like, you know, the whole thing of doing a plain a background where you use a variety of the same tones or colors, and then you could put the bird.
Oh, yeah, that would be really...
Superimpose it
that would be
over
cool.
it. Yeah, okay. Let's go for that. We'll start with this. Work that down into the little orifices. See, it really works. Your stencils work really well on the naked plate when they don't have anything on them.
Francis, you will never do it.
Do what?
The matte medium.
I will too, Fran. You're just saying that because you want
Like
me
the
to.
reverse psychology. It sometimes works on her. It really does. Even though she knows it, she still can't stand it. Her inner being will not allow.
I'm going to do it just because I want you all to know it's a choice matter.
Yes.
It is not a can you do it matter.
Yeah, you should prove yourself. Definitely. Great at
I
this.
think I'm getting an itch on the other side of my head over here.
Very itchy today. I'm going to get you some of that lotion that smells good.
Yeah, there you go. All right, we're on a roll here. Now, remember, light, dark. Let's try some anthraquinone. See how that works with this process. It leaves a lot of residual, which might be good. You know, I mean, we're kind of trying to build up some colors here, right?
Oh, yes, sorry, Patty. At 12 our time. So, like now. We're going to get these eggs rolled out, and then we'll finish up. Bye, Carrie.
I guess maybe I was just going, I was trying to get it down because this quinone stuff, you know, it doesn't hang around forever.
Right.
Where's my other?
Is that the blue that you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be interesting. All right.
Oh, look at that.
Oh, well done.
Yeah. Looks like some robin's eggs.
Some kind of weird alien kind of.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
I like that. That would be fun, too.
Let's put some pink on here.
Those bad eggs could definitely be some weird alien things happening. Ooh, we need Fran's crazy plants, and they could be, like, popping out of the eggs.
Oh,
she would love that.
yeah.
Send her some of those
where
bad
those
eggs. That was the... What's that blue? Say it again.
Anthraquinone.
Anthraquinone blue.
That dadgum egg.
I don't know what's with you today in the sticky. Maybe your plate's a little too well conditioned or something.
Could be.
Because those are great.
I mean, I'm just, you know, wrapping stuff around. And
Should we just call it? Like, I'm just waiting for you to get to a point where we can, you know, say goodbye to folks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's any time now, since this is becoming an abject failure as far as a print. Now's the time to go before it gets worse. Of course, then you can look at it like, well, it couldn't get much worse.
Yeah.
You say that kind of stuff, and that's just asking for...
Mm-hmm. It's troubles.
There's all your eggs in a basket. Mm-hmm. Just need a basket.
Just get a tasket.
Red and yellow basket.
All right, guys. Well, she'll probably continue on with this, although
I will.
do need you to, we got to get Izzy ready and going, and
Oh,
she's
yes,
going
because...
to the park. She packed up her stuff and everything. Very impressive with that whole business. When the girl wants to do something, she does get her done. So we know it's possible. It just isn't always on our timeline. And what we think. Yeah, you need to just stop. Thanks for the head. Jeez. Okay, guys, we shall see you back here on Tuesday. It looks like we're going to have plenty of things to be tweaking. Plus, we will continue on with birds, branches, eggs, things of that nature.
And we're going to do some clear
Everything
paint.
is in the shop. If you want to buy those there birds and nests and things, they are available. And otherwise, you know, just do all the do. Give the thumbsy upsy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And we'll see you back on Tuesday. Bye, guys.
Bye!